Hey everyone, and welcome to the $1 million portfolio journey. Today is Thursday, the 8th of May 2025, and it's around 12:15 here in London. And I'm going to invest £500 into the stock market through my stocks and shares ISA, and I'm going to be buying MicroStrategy with that. So for anyone who's new to my channel, this channel is about building a $1 million portfolio as quick as possible. The normal convention or conventional wisdom is you have to invest every month. You have to invest £100 a month, and then you have to wait 50 years until it reaches a million. So I'm kind of sick and tired of the normal convention. I just want to break free from that. I know people have, invested money, and in a short period of time, they've done it in a disciplined way, but in a short period of time, they've actually gone to $1 million. So I'm kind of fed up, tired of investing small amounts and then hoping it's going to reach a million after 30 or 40 years. I just want to do this quickly, make the portfolio grow as fast as possible, not be too concerned about the volatility. So if you're new to this channel is all about building $1 million quickly. I'm not going to go down the slow route. I'm not going to be diversifying. I'm not going to be dollar cost averaging every month. This is going to be serious and, to business, straight to the point. No dilly-dallying, no going around the corner. This is going to be straight to the point, and basically my intention is to build a $1 million portfolio as soon as possible. So how am I going to do this? What is my plan? So obviously my goal is to build a $1 million portfolio. I want to get there as soon as possible, but I do know it's not going to happen overnight, and I do know, that I have to take this seriously and be disciplined. So I have 4 rules that I actually apply to this strategy. So I have 4 rules to get me to this goal of $1 million. So the first rule is I'm a long-term investor. So that might sound counterintuitive, but let me try and explain it. So my investment horizon is between 5 and 10 years. So whatever I do now, whatever investment I make, I'm not going to sell it within 5 years. So no selling. So in the past, I used to make 20%, sell it, and then it was just a mess. Basically, I used to make money, I used to lose money, make money, lose money. So this time, whatever I buy, I'm going to keep it for at least 5 years, and I'm not going to sell anything, and I'm going to try and hold it for at least 10 years. So I'm going to try and reach that million as soon as possible. It doesn't mean I'm going to wait 10 years to reach that million. If I can reach that million within 24 months, that's fine. But I'm not going to be buying, selling, constantly trading, because it doesn't work for me. I'm just sick and tired of that. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm just going to buy and then hold it for at least 5 to 10 years, regardless of whether I hit a million after 12 months, 24 months, 36 months or whatever. So that's the first rule, long-term investing, but reaching that $1 million as soon as possible. So the second rule that I apply is I'm an aggressive investor. So I'm sick and tired of people telling me you have to invest £100 a month every month. £100 a month every month is good, but some people, they just like to invest more. So what I like to do is I like to work hard, and then I live frugally. I work 7 days a week, 14 hours a day. So I'm not sitting down, I'm doing something, I'm trying to build something as soon as possible. So I'm working hard. I'm going to be investing money every day. So I'm an aggressive investor. I try to invest at least £500 a day when things are good. I try to invest a minimum of £300 a day, regardless of, how things are doing. And my aspiration is to, try to get to £1,000 a day eventually, but that's a long way away, but I am working towards that. So there's no rule that says you have to invest once a month and you have to diversify your portfolio. Basically, I'm sick and tired of those rules, and I'm trying to find a way that suits me. So I work hard, I invest hard, and that's the way I am. If you don't like it, maybe this channel is not for you. I'm getting a lot of comments which I'm having to they're very saying you have to invest once a month, you have to diversify. So if you're those kind of people, this channel is probably not for you, so you might as well go and watch another channel. So this channel is all about getting to that $1 million as quickly as possible. Doesn't mean you're going to spend that 1 million straight away. It's just getting to that 1 million as soon as you can. So that's the second one, the second rule: aggressive investor. The third rule that I have is I'm a very volatile investor. So, I'm not going to be diversifying my portfolio. I'm not going to be investing in 3,000 companies all over the world. I'm not going to be diversifying into the S&P 500 or the Nasdaq 100. There are companies that I believe in, which I think are gonna, grow very, very quickly, and I want to be on those mega trends. And I know, I've done a deep dive in a few companies, and I believe in some companies like Tesla, MicroStrategy, and Nvidia. But at the same time, I'm not stupid. I know that these companies can go down by 80%. So you have to have the balls to actually hold it throughout the period, and you have to like double down and buy even more. If your investment thesis haven't changed, if the facts haven't changed, if it's just a minor blip and the market is overreacting, you have to like overcome your animal urges to sell and just keep on buying. You have to like train your mind. So I'm at a point where I'm comfortable with three incredibly volatile companies like Tesla, MicroStrategy, and Nvidia. And I put my money where my mouth is. So I've been doing this since the beginning of 2025. I've been investing very, very aggressively during the downturn, and there have been times where I'm thinking, am I doing the right thing? But I'm just sticking to my guns, and I'm just gonna be investing £500 every day into these volatile companies. And I don't have to sell now. If it's down 80%, this is just a paper loss. It doesn't mean it's a real loss. Things are going to recover, and when it's down 80%, that's probably the best time to buy. And in the past, I've picked some really good companies like Apple, Amazon, Google. But again, what I used to do is buy and sell, trade, and I used to get nowhere. Like, I used to make a lot of money, lose a lot of money, and then back to zero again. But this time, I've trained my mind. I've found a few companies that I believe in: Tesla, MicroStrategy, and Nvidia, and I'm just going to keep on investing in these companies no matter what. So if you're going to write a comment saying, oh, these are very volatile companies, what if you lose 99% of your money? Just please don't do that. Just this channel is not for you. This channel is if you want to like build that $1 million portfolio by being courageous, by embracing volatility, by not being scared, by working hard, by being disciplined, by investing every day. Then this channel is for you. This is not a get rich quick channel or scam. Hopefully we can get rich, but we're gonna do it in a disciplined way. You don't have to wait 30, 40, 50 years. I think you can do it in 36 months. So that's me. So I could be right, I could be wrong, but I'm going to give it a go, and I'm going to stick to my guns. So the fourth rule is I'm a very, very tax efficient investor. So whatever I do, I invest in a tax efficient way. Last thing I want to do is give half my gains to the government so they spend it on universal credit. So that's not me. I'm from London. I can see a lot of Londoners struggling, and they're just investing £50 a month, £20 a month, hoping that it will get them somewhere. But they're not aware that there's another way. Just work hard, work your balls off, work your ass off, and then invest as fast as you can and get to that million, and then keep on working. You don't have to stop working. Just take your foot off the gas, and then invest a little bit more, and then keep it going. So I'm a very tax efficient investor. I will invest in my ISAs. I will invest in my SIPs, family SIPs, family JSIP, family JISA first before I go into my general investment account. So being a tax efficient is really, really important for me. So those are the 4 rules that I have: long-term investing, hitting that 1 million as soon as possible, but not selling anything for the next 5 years. Whatever I buy, I'm gonna be. Second rule is I'm an aggressive investor, so I'm trying to invest something every day, at least £300 to £500. Aspirationally, I would like to get to £1,000 a day, but believe me, I am working my ass off trying to get there. So it's not it's no picnic, let me tell you. Like, It's very, very hard work. So what I do is, as soon as I get a payment, I set aside some money for household expenses, live as frugally as possible, set aside some money for tax, bills, and then whatever I have, I invest into the stock market. So third rule is, just to recap, I'm a volatile investor. So I could invest something today and it could go down by 80%, and I'm not going to worry. I'm just going to, it is hard, but I'm not going to worry. I'm just going to keep on going no matter what. So that is what discipline is for me. And finally, I'm a tax efficient investor. So I don't want to give half my gains to the government so they spend it on people who are on universal credit who can't be bothered to get a job. So that's me. And you know what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to go into my account and see how things are going. So general investment account just over 40k, stocks and shares ISA just under 22k, self-invested personal pension just over 36k in total. I did a calculation yesterday. Portfolio sits between 150 to $160,000 when you take into account all the brokerage accounts. So it's going in the right direction, but I don't want it to run away too much because I want to buy as many units as possible during this downturn. Let's quickly have a look at Tesla. So pre-market, it is up 1.3% to 80. It's just hovering around there. So I don't really care if it goes sideways. I'm trying to accumulate as many units as possible. Last 3 months, it's down about 22.6%. Max, it's down around, it's off its highs basically, so it's trading at a discount. So I have around 450 shares in Tesla. So I'm trying to accumulate, but my main goal at the moment is to increase my units in MicroStrategy. So let's have a look at MicroStrategy today. It's broken the 400 barrier, so that's really good. It's breaking the 400 barrier. Hopefully it's gonna stay. Actually, I don't care. If it goes down to 200, I'll be buying more. So price doesn't really concern me. It looks good on paper, but it's not like really your net worth until you actually sell it, if that makes sense. So last 3 months up about 25%. Last 5 years up 3,200%. So this one, when it goes, it just goes. So this is why I'm trying to get to 100 units as soon as possible without spending too much money, because that's the name of the game. Trying to get a good company cheap and then just watch it grow and grow and grow. So that's MicroStrategy. Let's have a look at the third company. Nvidia. So Nvidia up 1.5%, just hobbling along, which is good. It went down to about $94 or something, which was a good buy, which I did do a lot of buying at that point. Maximum up around 1300%, but off its highs. So again, trading at a discount. So I'm just looking at the price just because I'm curious, just to like get myself used to the volatility. But seriously, you know, these companies could go down by 80%. So you have to have the balls to actually, you know, accept that and not hit the sell button, but have the courage and conviction to buy more, if that makes sense. So that's the way I'm thinking about it. I'm telling you it's hard, but you have to like change the way you think if you want to like achieve your goals quickly. So volatile companies, I'm trying to embrace it. It's a new thing for me, but I've got the receipts. I've been investing 300 to 500 pounds every day for the last 3 to 4 months, and that has been a very, very bad period because Tesla has gone down from $488 to around 220. MicroStrategy has gone down to from above 500, I think, to about 2 something, which was painful, but you know, I went through it and I kept on investing. So that's, you know, that was very painful, but that's experience under the belt. So let me go into my stocks and shares ISA now. So I'm going to be investing another £500 today. I'm putting my money where my mouth is, and I'm going to be doing it every day unless I don't have the money to do it. But I'm going to be investing some, even if it's like £1, I'm going to be investing it every day, and I'm going to get myself used to the price movements. So in my ISA, I have £14,850 remaining. So I'm going to top it up with another 500. Okay, so just bear with me. So the broker I use is Free Trade, and my account is with Barclays. It's instant transfer, which is good, so you don't have to wait around, because you got better things to do, like making money. So that's done. So I've got £500 into my ISA. So that's good. And now what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna go back into my portfolio, just double check it's an ISA, which it is. Go into MicroStrategy, and then I'm gonna buy it pre-market 500.74. So I'm only getting 1.6162 shares. So I used to get like 1.7 something, but because the price is going up, I'm getting less shares. So this is why you have to buy as soon as possible. When you believe in a company, just keep on buying it. Okay, so I managed to get 1.6. I'm just going to make a note of that. 1.616. So MicroStrategy extended hours order complete, buy order complete. So that's done. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my portfolio. Sorry, I'm going to go to my spreadsheet so I can add this. So let me just go to my spreadsheet. Okay, and I'm going to be updating my spreadsheet with MicroStrategy. Okay, so I'm just going to put it in. So I've managed to get 1.616. 1.616 shares in MicroStrategy, so I'm going to update that. So that's done. Okay, so let me see how many units I hold now. So this is our combined units from all our brokerage accounts. So Tesla at the moment 400 and just over 450 units. MicroStrategy just over 70. So I've hit the 70 milestone now, and Nvidia just over 34. I'm expecting tax relief on the 22nd. So whenever I get that, as soon as I get that, it's all going into MicroStrategy. So I'm hoping I'm gonna get to 100 units in MicroStrategy as soon as possible. So yeah, it's going in the right direction. So now I'm just gonna go back to the free trade account, have a look at the portfolio. Again, going in the right direction, and just gonna check the insights to see the portfolio performance, max money weighted rate of return. So that's wrong at the moment, so it hasn't updated yet. So it's not 485, because it should be like minus 14 or something at the moment. So yeah, so join me on my journey. If you find these videos useful, join me on this journey. If you find it inspiring, join me on this journey. If you have any questions, like productive questions, like feel free to leave a comment below. I don't need any comments saying, oh, what if you lose 80% of your money? I know I'm not going to lose 80% of my money, because when it goes down by 80%, I'm not going to hit the sell button. You don't have to teach me about diversification. I know about diversification. It works for many people. It hasn't worked for me, and I'm fed up of going through the diversification route. I'm just happy with the way I'm going at the moment. I'm not saying this is the right way or the wrong way, but this is the way I'm doing it. So if you want to follow me, feel free to follow me. Subscribe to my channel, and see if I can hit that million. See if you can hit that million. You don't have to invest Like I started with £1 a month, and then slowly, once I started to learn more about investing, I don't know, some sort of fire went up inside me, up my backside, and then I just wanted to learn more. And then I found some great companies like Tesla, MicroStrategy, and Nvidia. And I did deep dives on these companies. It's not like I'm watching YouTube videos and just following people blindly. I've actually done deep dives into Tesla, MicroStrategy, and Nvidia, and I'm comfortable if it goes down by 90% because I know the market is overreacting and it's going to come back roaring. If you look back at these charts, you can see, like, it always comes back roaring. So when it goes down, it's an opportunity. It's a great buying opportunity. And you can start with £1 a month, then £1 a day, then £10 a month, £10 a day, and just up the ante. Have the balls and the courage to up the ante. If you believe in something, you don't have to wait 30 years. You don't have to diversify. You don't have to, like, do all that BS that people say. And write your own narrative, and see where it takes you. You don't have to go down the safe route. If you want to go down the safe route, that's fine, but if you want to go down a bumpy route or up a bumpy route, that's okay too. That's fine. If you can handle it, that's okay. So feel free to join me on my journey. Subscribe to my channel. I've got about 1,000 subscribers. I'm trying to increase it to 2,000. So join me. I'm going to be posting a video every day with a portfolio update and an investment. So if you want to, like, tag along, if you want some conviction, courage, if you want to see me putting my money where my mouth is and, having the balls to do it, join me every day and see what happens. So I will catch you tomorrow. Have a great day. Take care. Bye.